A Comanche woman and her son in a cradleboard sometime between 1907 and 1930. "26-year-old Salvador Dalí in Cadaqués, Spain, 1930. Steve Martin. At the Geisha School, Japan, 1951. Arnold Schwarzenegger and Guns N' Roses, early 90s. Kiss of Death, photographer Bruna Casinoti, 1988. Disneyland's Flying Saucers attraction, September 1962. A deadly black fog descended on London, England, in December 1952. After 5 days, a strong wind swept the toxic clouds away. By then, an estimated 12,000 people had lost their lives to the smog. The captain of the USS Donner, a helicopter carrier performing rescue duties, greets Ham's first astrochimp after completing its flight on January 31, 1961. Stalin third from left with a group of Bolshevik revolutionaries in Turukhansk, Russian Empire, 1915. Adam West and Yvonne Craig, Batman and Batgirl, 1968. Steve Jobs demonstrates the next station personal computer, San Francisco, 1990. Charlie Chaplin in the 20s. Elvis Presley at the Moulin Rouge, 1959. Construction of the Chicago Transportation System, United States, 1895. Princesses of the Ottoman Empire as Children, 1905. A burning B-24H Liberator bomber from the 793rd Bombardment Squadron, 465th Bombardment Group, 15th Air Force, hit by anti-aircraft fire. Germany, 1944. North Carolina Pizza Hut, Fayetteville, 1950s. A soldier fires from a trench without being exposed to return fire, 1914. In a home economics class at Chevy Chase High School, Bethesda, State of Maryland, United States, 1935. Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet on the set of Titanic, 1996. Claudia Cardinali feeds spaghetti to stray cats at the Pantheon, Rome, Italy, 1963. Leonardo DiCaprio tinkers with his toothy co-star in Critters 3, 1991. Burt Lancaster and Ava Gardner on the beach. Miss Finland, Miss France, and Miss Germany, 1963. Watch made by self-taught master Franz Karras and his apprentice Joseph Munkos, 1907, St. Petersburg. Male and female fighters during the Arab Revolt in Palestine in 1936. Marilyn Monroe getting a star from the soldiers on top of a cake to thank her for her shows, February of 1954. The British cargo ship SS Maplewood is attacked by the German submarine SMU-35 off the coast of Sardinia, April 7, 1917. Rush Hour, Bucharest, Romania, 1982. Russian traditional clothes in the 1880s. The Dance of Loyalty is a ritual dance symbolizing the dancer's devotion to the country's leader, Mao Zedong, 1967. Louise Ciccone, Madonna, with her brothers, sisters, stepmother, and uncle, 1970. Racing Egg, 1982. Construction of the 25 April Bridge, Lisbon, 1960s. Snoopy balloon for the 1987 Thanksgiving parade in New York City. Boy and Girl in a Small Car, 1930s. Jefferson Davis is inaugurated as President of the Confederate States of America, 1861. King's African Rifles driving training, 1943. A stone on the head teaches students to keep their heads up and keep their eyes on the road. National Guard during a student demonstration against the Vietnam War, 1969. Burial at sea for officers and men of USS Intrepid, who were killed in kamikaze attacks the day prior, 26 November 1944. Tricycle 1882. (1980) Citroën Cairn concept interior. Sir Frederick Williamson, Director of Post Office Centre, receives the first airmail at Croydon Aerodrome for dispatch by plane across Britain, 1934. Spice Girls Group, 1995. House pages carry a wounded member of Congress to a waiting ambulance after terrorists opened fire inside the United States House of Representatives, March 1, 1954. Moroccan red carpet reception for the President of Brazil in Fez, 1984. A North Vietnamese army officer laughs at the peace symbol necklace of a captured American soldier, North Vietnam, 1973. The Christmas Truce, World War I. From December 24th to December 26th, 1914, 100,000 troops from both sides laid down their guns to celebrate Christmas. Physics lesson, England, 1991. In this 1912 photo, a mining engineer and his dogs catch a ride to Nome, Alaska. A still from the 1958 German film Blitzmagdells Die Front, which tells about the Wehrmacht signal girls. Osborne 1, the world's first laptop, 1981. Damage to the British battleship HMS King George V after a collision with the destroyer HMS Punjabi in thick fog on 1 May 1942. Hippopotamus tamer, India, 1989. President Lincoln delivering the Gettysburg Address and committing to making soldiers' sacrifices to the principles of human equality and the survival of democracy a constitutional reality after the war. 1863, Ramstein, 1995. Angelina Jolie playing guitar as a teenager, 1990. The Rolling Stones, 1966. An aerodynamic locomotive at Lyon Station in Paris, 1937. Leonardo DiCaprio, 1995. Lady Diana in 1993. Debbie Harry, 1985s. September 25, 1978. A Pacific Southwest Airlines Boeing 727-214 and a Cessna 172 private jet collided in the skies over San Diego. Both planes crashed into residential areas. Marilyn Monroe, 1950s ultimate icon. Hillary Rodham was a top elementary school student who played baseball, skated, wore a Girl Scout uniform, and dreamed of one day becoming captain of the school cheerleading squad, 1960. A cadet of the 1st Polish Tank Division feeds an owl. Scotland, United Kingdom, May 17, 1943. Miriam Stecker, a survivor of the Auschwitz concentration camp, showed her prisoner number in reaction to news of the arrest of Adolf Eichmann, the Nazi SS colonel, one of chief architects of the Holocaust, May 1960. Linda Carter representing Arizona at the Miss World USA 1972. An American pilot with a rescued Japanese child, Saipan, Mariana Islands, Empire of Japan, 1944. PLA. Cavalry riding towards in the aftermath of the first Chinese nuclear weapon detonation, Lop Nur, Xinjiang, 1964. The joys of post-World War II childhood. 2 girls, one with the STG-44 play on a Stug 3. Young neo-Nazis salute Hitler at a rally in Chicago's Marquette Park in 1978. Incident in a taxi park in Tallinn, 1970s. Virginia Oldoini, Countess of Castiglione, better known as La Castiglione, Italian aristocrat who achieved notoriety as a mistress of Emperor Napoleon III of France, circa 1865. The killed elephant Betty in the bombed elephant barn of the Leningrad Zoological Garden. September 10, 1941. Woman posing with an early General Electric car charging station, circa 1912. Dubai 30 years apart. Queen Elizabeth II Center, with Prince Philip in India in 1961 after a tiger hunt. The Maharajas and Maharanis of India stand on either side of the Queen. First Lieutenant Francis S. Ford manages to escape from the wreckage of his Lockheed P-38L Lightning Fighter 44-25310 after it crash lands at Hill Field in Mindoro, Philippines, After a battle with Japanese fighters in 1944, Leonardo DiCaprio and Kate Winslet. Kids and Marbles, 1963. Jimmy the Roller Skating Horse, 1952. John Lennon and his wife Yoko Ono. London, February 9, 1970. Shortly after quitting her job in a factory, Norma Jean Mortensen tried modeling in California, 1946. Jenny Joseph poses for the Columbia Pictures logo, 1992. Early 1930s stunt driving performance. A referee helps Italian Dorando Pietri cross the finish line of the Marathon London Olympics, 1908. Arnold Schwarzenegger as a child. Analog Mechanical Calculator 3, South Korea's first self-made computer made by Dr. Munyoung Lee with scrap and mechanical trash from United States base in Korea in 1964. A 107-year-old slave and his wife listen to a KKK preacher, Talladega, 1948. Anwar Sadat, Jimmy Carter, and Menachem. Begin sign the Camp David peace accords between Israel and Egypt. White House, Washington, D.C., September 1978. Marilyn Monroe without makeup, photographed by Milton Green at Joseph Schenk's estate, 1953. Benito Mussolini being arrested after a rally to intervene in World War I in 1915. This prompted his removal from the Socialist Party and switched to nationalism and eventually fascism. Marilyn as hot as ever in this photo by Zinn Arthur in 1958. World War I Imperial Russian soldier playing music for his comrades in a trench at the Riga front, 1917. Landing from a German armored train, 1942. (1927) Bugatti Type 41, Royale Coupe Napoleon with family chauffeur. Victoria Beckham as a child, the 1970s. Afghan T-55 is getting ready to destroy original Russian vodka and some local alcohol. January 1996. This is Catherine McHale Slaughterback, otherwise known as Rattlesnake Kate. She fought off 140 rattlesnakes in 1925 using just 3 bullets and a no hunting sign. Armored personnel carriers in central Vilnius during the Singing Revolution, Lithuania, mid-January 1991. A sound effects department worker, studio unknown. The photo shows a flywheel turning on the left and a large cylinder with movable 4-wheel devices. All this helped create the desired sound for films. A homeless German woman with her dog and belongings sits among the ruins in Cologne, Germany, 1945. Volvo cars demonstrating their durability, 1980s. Christopher Walken in the 1970s. Glass negative of 2 women dressed as men, circa 1870. Experimental floating tank for transporting the wounded across small water obstacles, 1916. Civilians celebrating the removal of the Vladimir Lenin statue after the overthrow of the Marxist-Leninist government in Ethiopia's capital, Addis Ababa, 1991. A group of British teenagers evacuated to Australia in 1940 returned home on board the troop transport RMS Andes, September 1945. Finnish blacksmith Pirtimaki with a bottle of vodka, which he received as a gift after standing in line all night and becoming the first customer at the Alko store after the abolition of prohibition. Republic of Finland, April 5th, 1932. 4-year-old bartender Sloppy Joe Jr. at the counter of his father's famous bar, Havana, Cuba, 1931. An Abyssinian man was publicly punished for his friendly attitude towards Italian troops in 1934. Kids playing Push the Peanut in London, 1938. Mrs. Hale, the wife of a British soldier fighting in Europe, plays the accordion outside her house for a group of American soldiers shortly before their departure. England, 1944. Thomas Edison with his phonograph, 1878. (1926). Berlin people brought their dogs to be euthanized because they couldn't afford the increased pet tax. Eight of the world's sexiest supermodels pose in Brooklyn, New York for the September 1991 issue of American Vogue magazine. The Teton Dam failure in Rexburg, Idaho, June 5, 1976, the highest dam ever breached. A Parisian with a rabbit on a leash near the Eiffel Tower, Paris, 1941. Sausage tree at the International Food Exhibition in Berlin, 1976. Santa sunbathes after a day of work, Florida, 1964. Serving a snack on Scandinavian Airlines Flight 1969.